Guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. It says here, US President says Putin playing with fire. In new jab at Russian leader. Now I want to read this really quick. This is from US President. He sent a message. Another one. What Vladimir Putin doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened to Russia. And I mean really bad. He's playing with fire. US President, in a post just a few minutes ago on Truth Social, sent another message to Vladimir Putin. And this is happening too. I want to bring this up. Iran, the UAE, North Korea, and Russia will participate in a high-level meeting on security and intelligence in Moscow, alongside Putin's top security advisor Sergei. This is big. You have some very important, powerful countries here that's coming together now. I told you guys something big is gonna come, and I went live and we talked about this. And I warned this week Donald is going to slap sanctions on Russia. We're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Very important information. Please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. I just posted this video not too long ago. The link will be in the comments box. Manga Panic goes viral. In 1999, manga by Ryo Tatsuki predicts a July 25th, 1 month away, Megaquake, and millions online are taking it seriously. Alright, so that link will be in the comments box if you guys want to check it out. Alright, let's see what's going on here now. Let's see what's going on with Donald. And here's the thing, guys. Donald, when it comes to stuff like this and he posting things online, it just reminds me of, again, I'm not trying to bash the Donald, but it reminds me of drama stuff. You know how you got two couples going at it and posting it on Facebook and stuff. I just feel like the more quiet you are, the more humble. You don't hear Putin posting anything. Putin is just, two things happening. Either Putin is trembling in fear, or he's laughing at his post, at Donald's post. The loudest one in the room is the weakest. That's the saying. I don't hear Putin going really loud. He's not doing all that type of stuff. US leader warned Vladimir Tuesday that he was playing with fire. So Donald said he's gone crazy. Now Donald said he's playing with fire. Like I say, guys, I just feel like Donald, I mean, these type of stuff, he needs to stay humble. He needs to stay humble because I guarantee there's a lot of people out there laughing at this. I guarantee. So launching a fresh broadside at his Russian counterpart over stalled Ukraine peace efforts. But I gotta, guys, look at this here. This is what Donald is missing. And I don't know who is giving him the information, but they're not giving him a lot of information. They're not giving him all the information. This is happening right now. So let me, again, let me just pull up this one. Okay, so this happened. You see all that? Those are drones, all right? 2,331 Ukrainian drones were taken down by Russia air defense in just 1 week. That's why the bear is retaliating. But Donald is not getting this information. Donald is not getting this for some reason. Or maybe he is, and he's just trying to act like he don't know. But Moscow has seen all these drones, and they had to shut down their airport and cancel flights because the sky was filled with drones. And Donald said that he didn't know about Vladimir helicopter incident. He does know. Again, he gets all these information. All right, so Donald's latest comments came after he called the Kremlin leader crazy over the weekend following a mass of the Bear airstrike on Kiev and warned that Moscow risked new sanctions. Here's the thing: it's Donald said that he's not gonna get involved. It's not his war, but he's getting involved because he's gonna slap sanctions. So he is involved. So again, he says he's not gonna get involved, but the next day he's gonna slap sanctions. He's getting involved. What Vladimir doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened to the bear, and I mean really bad things. That's very true. Bad things would have happened to the bear, but guess what? Bad things would have happened to Europe, and bad things would have happened to also the sleeping giant. Because the bear is not going to just sit back and say, ow, you hit me, I'm going to go home and cry. No, the bear is also going to push buttons too. So it would have been bad for everyone. Everyone. I just feel like Donald is too prideful. Like, you would have gotten hurt by us, and there's nothing you would have done about it, Vladimir. It's just, talking like that. This is why Iran does not respect the sleeping giant. You can't talk to us like that. Like I said, the loudest one in the room is the weakest. It's the weakest. So let's say U.S. versus Russia, and then the sleeping giant gets hammered. Everybody's gonna say, "Hold on, Donald. You say that you guys want unstoppable." But it's like the bully talks all that stuff, but when it 3 o'clock bell rings, and it's that courtyard fight, the bully get knocked out, and a lot of people's gonna say, "Wait a minute, you say you was gonna knock him out." He's playing with fire. Donald did not specify what the really bad things were or make any specific warnings. But the Wall Street Journal and the news both reported that Donald was now considering fresh sanctions against the bear as early as this week, while stressing that he could still change his mind. Like I said, he's being surrounded by all these. I feel like he has a change of heart, and he's not gonna back Vladimir, and he's pretending like Vladimir is this and that, and Ukrainian is innocent. But yeah, I just feel like he just lost on this one. Donald has told reporters on Sunday he was absolutely considering increasing sanctions on Moscow. Once again, the U.S. leader recent rebukes mark a major change from his previous attitude towards Vladimir, whom he often speaks of with administration and has previously held off criticizing. Yeah, I just feel like Donald is saying, I had enough. Let's go slap sanctions. Let me call him crazy, and let me just call him all these names. Donald has, however, expressed increasing frustration with Moscow's position in deadlocked truce negotiation with Kiev. That frustration boiled over at the weekend when the bear launched a record drone barrage at Ukraine, taking out at least 13. Now, that did happen. And like I say, guys, I don't support none of these biblical war. I'm not a cheerleader. I don't cheer for the bear. I don't cheer for Crane. Again, we are called to be disciples and go out and spread the good news. We have many brothers and sisters in Christ out there in these countries, and our job is to pray for them. Our job is to pray for many innocent. I don't like what the Holy Land is doing to the Strip. You got innocent young ones out there that's being impacted. These biblical war being caused by man is just leading. Again, you don't see any peace going on. You don't. I've always had a very good relationship with Vladimir. But something has happened to him, and he's gone absolutely crazy, Donald said in a Truth Social on Sunday night. No, Donald, here's the thing, everybody's going crazy. But you haven't called Benjamin for his action. They fired some very powerful equipment towards a facility in the strip, the GAZA strip, and there were many young ones in that facility. There is a video that shows young one inside the facility. FIRE. But I don't hear you calling Ben crazy. This is why I truly despise, you know, you know what? I'm not gonna say the full name because the platform. It's just, to them it's a game. Okay, so it says here the bear have yeah, so the bear strike have continued despite a phone call between Donald and Vladimir 8 days ago, in which the sleeping giant leader said that the bear leader Vladimir had agreed to immediately start cease plan. But sometimes the bear could again go to the extreme because they did fired, and it's just something that we should have never stuck our nose in. This stuff here was none of our business, and I do believe that the sleeping giant made a mistake for putting in Joe. They made a mistake. Now we got this big mess. Moscow on Tuesday accused Ukraine of trying to disrupt the peace efforts and said its aerial assault on Ukraine in recent days were a response to escalating Ukraine's drone strike on its own civilians. So the bear is saying we're retaliating. Donald, we are retaliating because of what he did to us. Have you not? Don't you get the information, Donald? The sky was filled with drones. Moscow was seeing this. We canceled flights and we suspended all airport stuff. So again, 2,331 Ukrainian drones were taken down by the bear air defenses in just 1 week from May 20th to the morning of May 27. This is coming out from the Russian MOD. Remarkably, 1,465 of them were intercepted outside the active conflict zone. Drone warfare is escalating to truly unprecedented levels, but for some reason, I guess Donald didn't receive the memo. And then after this, Vladimir helicopter almost got hit. But Donald said, I didn't hear none of that. I don't know. It just seems like his cabinet is not telling him a lot of things, guys. All right, so we have more breaking news here. North K State Security Minister to attend high-level meeting in the Bear Country. Okay, so this is coming out from Reuters. They're putting out the information, but it's not that much. It's just this little bit part here. North Korean Minister of State Security, I'm going to skip his name. He left North Korea capital Pyongyang on Monday to attend a meeting of senior security officials in the Bear Country. The North KCNA state news agency reported on Tuesday. The Bear media have reported that the top security aide to Vladimir, Sergei, will take part in the meeting to be attended by security officials from countries including North K, Persia, and the UAE. All right, so once again, that's all the information there. Very, very important meeting. Very important meeting. Canadian Prepper also shared it too. Canadian Prepper said this is big. And so we're not getting much information, but that meeting is very important. Important meeting. So I found this one too. Let me just bring this one. North K State Security Minister visit the bear meeting with Shangu expected. There's a lot of stuff here that we're not being told. When spoken of peace and safety, or peace and security, then sudden destruction shall follow. Donald is realizing now that he can't bring peace to the world. Even I mentioned that the Bible tells us that in the end times, peace will be replaced with destruction. You can't bring peace to the world. Donald said that he was going to bring peace to the world. You can't. Not even King David could bring peace to the world. And again, like I mentioned, guys, sometimes being too prideful will put you in a trap, a checkmate. And look, I pray for Donald. I think Donald is an amazing guy. He does great in certain policy. But when it comes to these biblical wars, I just feel like he's not there. He's not. He's not. Again, with Iran, hey, big applause to Donald. He's trying to work things out. But when it comes to the Holy Land, I'm sorry, Donald, but you're doing really bad. You're giving Benjamin equipments, and they are slamming facility in a strip with their young ones. Yeah, I don't support that. I don't support that. A lot of people defending Benjamin. A lot of people's defending Benjamin. Remember, this is the guy that said, I don't need Jesus Christ. I am a JEWS. I don't need him. And people still defending him. It's like defending the Pharisees. Who is this man that call himself, Jesus, and trying to claim to be God? He's committing blasphemy. We should take him out. So it just, there's still Pharisees nowadays, and we are seeing a lot of them. North K State Security Minister has left the bear to attend an international meeting of officials in charge of security affairs, the North State media reported Tuesday, amid deepening military cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow. A delegation led by Minister Ring Chang departed Pyongyang the previous day to attend the 13th meeting of High Representative handling security issues, according to the Korean Central News Agency. Once again, you have the minister is expected to have talks with the Bear Security Council Secretary Sergei in Moscow. What's the meeting going to be? Well, we don't know. We don't know. All we know is things are not looking good. The Bear Security Council said last week Santiago will hold talks with officials from North K, Iran, India, and other countries on May 28 through the 29 on the sidelines of the meeting of High Representative responsible for security issues. The meeting between these two comes as North Korea acknowledged for the first time in April that it has sent thousands of troops to the Bear Country to support Moscow's war against Ukraine. Experts say they may use the upcoming talks to discuss North K troop future moves and the issue related to the repatriation of the remains of North Korea soldiers out during the combat and prisoners of war. In a separate dispatch, the KCNA said a Bear Gov delegation led by the Bear Deputy Interior Minister arrived in Pyongyang the previous day. The delegation was greeted by North K Vice Public Security Minister and the Bear top envoy to Pyongyang at the international airport, the report said, without disclosing other details. All right. So that's all the information so far. So what are your thoughts, guys? Especially on this one here. I read the comments and people saying, well, there's two things happening, Donald. Number one, Vladimir is probably shaking in fear and everything. He read your days, and now, or he's probably laughing at your post. Day X. We have a big breaking news coming out. Air raid sirens blare in Kiev, warning of ballistic. Hmm. All right, so this is where we at right now. So this is where we at, guys. Prayer request. My two young ones not feeling great. They have a fever, and a couple of days ago, I've been posting videos about the new variant, the CV, and is rising throughout the world, and it reached our country. So there's been reports of many young ones not feeling great. If you can, please pray for my young ones. And we did talk about it, and I will go live. We're gonna talk more about it. But again, this is where we are right now, guys. We are definitely seeing Bible prophecy. Please continue to pray, stay safe, and we need to pray for our leader. We don't want him to be deceived by the people surrounding him. All right, so I just feel like he's being deceived by many and being given the wrong info. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.